You need me to take care of this?
Hey, everything okay on your side? Actually, I was going to approach you. Do you think... Is there any way I can go back to my life, I mean? Imagine there was a way, and you could go back. What would be the first thing you'd do? That's a no-brainer. I'd check up on Lena. I'm worried to death about her. Why would you be worried? No, forget I said that. I think I'm still a little confused, that's all. Focus on working. It's always done it for me. People change. At some point I realized work was just the means to an end. What end? Money? Status? A happy family life? Well, you're gonna need something else to drive you here. Yeah, I realize that, thank you. I just can't help thinking Lena's out there somewhere, waiting for me. Shit, I miss her. Don't you? I don't want to talk about it. Suddenly, everything's gone. Just like that. It's brutal. I'll need more time to even start hoping to come to terms with it. Sure, take your time. But remember, you're needed here. Yeah, I'll do my best to find some sense in it. Still got it. There's something I gotta tell you. Oh, for fuck. Hey, you wanted to talk?
Yeah. I was hoping you could explain something to me. We're in deep shit, right? It's an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Sort of.
You, my friend, did not outdo yourself to make me whole again so that I would shy away from hard work when duty calls. Correct?
Right.
So how come you're not sending me where the real action is?
Real action?
Mining outpost is where a miner belongs. That's where I'm at my most efficient, and that's where I'm needed right now.
Initiative. I like that. You're right. We should get the most out of your expertise to mine resources faster.
I'm ready when you are. Just give me a sign.
Hey, I notice you returned late to the base. You know that radiation at this time can be extremely dangerous for you.
Ah, you noticed. Yeah, I did stay out a little longer. But I squeezed so much more out of that outpost. And we really need it now. I do feel kinda nauseated, but small dose of radiation ain't nothing we can't neutralize overnight.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Of course. Just trust me. That was awesome.
You want me to take care of this?
Crappy, crazy pizzas.
Nothing like a movie night, right?
You're a gift to me, nice party eyes. You're an individual, green bun. Crazy pizzas.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Good though.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Hey, man. How are you taking it? First Molly dying, and now your condition. It must be hard for you. How am I taking it? Well, I've been thinking. If Molly was the first one you created, and I was the second one, does that mean I'm next in line? No one else is dying. Not on my watch. You seem pretty confident about it. But the way Molly went was just so sudden. The irony is, I liked being around that creature. It kinda consoled me. Yeah, me too. I thought I was the only one who missed the poor beast. Did she remind you of Mom's dreams, too? Yeah. She always wanted to move to the country and settle down on a farm. She wanted to raise sheep, remember? It only came back to me after Molly went. Yeah. True, I'd forgotten about that. Dad never took those dreams seriously. And neither did we. That
That's an understatement. We absolutely hated them. Her annoying love of nature. Every weekend she'd go, Jan, why don't we go for a walk? See how the park has changed since last week.
Looking back, I wish I'd said yes more often.
Yeah. Our idea of a perfect day was to stay in our room all day and play games.
Luckily, she let it go eventually.
Oh no. Now, she gave up on us, but she never let go of her sanctuary.
Sanctuary? What do you mean?
In the park? The bench? Yeah. She couldn't have a house in the country, so she found herself a hideout in the city. Her favorite bench. She revealed her little secret to me years later. You're telling me she never took you there?
No.
No. Right. I guess that's because it was after Dad moved out. You were gone by that time.
You should take me there one day. When we get back, I'd love to see it.
Don't do that. I'm not a kid. I know I'm never coming back. All I can do is imagine I'm sitting there looking at freaking trees with her again. This place here makes you forget what trees even look like. And after she passed, I went to sit on that bench on my own. Every time I was down, I went there. It comforted me. I guess I could really use a place like that now.
Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh, that's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free alter. Awareness-free? We need a brain tissue donor that can be sacrificed. So we're making sure it's not an actual person like us. Yes, that seems rational. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because these are not corporate instructions. Maxwell is clearly pushing his own agenda here. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Alicorp Medical about our problem? It is slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back? I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to cut Lena off like that. Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things? Maybe you're right. I'm overthinking it. Good. Just
give me the green light, and I'll start researching that new QC functionality right away. Then we'll take it step by step. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. We can do this.
So, what do you think?
I see you found the proper balance between bossing around and not making people feel bossed around.
Good. Let's put this whole thing behind us and focus on what's ahead. Hey man, I'd like to talk to you. Man, I sure hope we'll get some treatment soon. Hey, you wanted to talk?
Yeah, it's about the minor. I have to say, I'm worried. He stopped socializing with anyone. All he does is work. Of course, I know this is not a time to party, but this guy, it's like he always needs to do more. Beat everyone to the punch. Yeah, it worries me too. But it seems like this is how he wants it. Not much I can do to stop him. Yeah, I get you. I mean, I know we have ways to neutralize the radiation he's getting and all, but it doesn't seem right that he needs medical attention so often.
He just wants to make himself useful in a difficult time. Where's the harm in that?
Useful. Yeah. Maybe that's his problem. He needs to keep proving how useful he is. If you ask me, he's on the road to self-destruction. He might be physically fit, but there's something going on in that head of his.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
I've been thinking about this for a while now. I think we could all use a mental health specialist on board. But the minor, he needs therapy more than anyone.
Mental health specialist? You mean creating a new alter? What if I can't afford that right now?
You should really make the effort, Jan. It always pays off. But if you really think it's impossible, well, maybe even sending the minor to the contemplation room by himself could help. Mindfulness is not exactly his strongest suit, but who knows? It might be better than nothing.
That's not such a bad idea. It's just that won't going back to all that bad shit in his life bring him down and make him lose that new zest he just acquired?
What if it does? Okay? He'll be a little less productive, but he'll be at peace with his demons. I'd say it's worth a shot. I have a strong feeling there's more to this guy than we think. All he needs is a proper opportunity to open up.
So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I've heard. And I gotta say, it's kinda disturbing. Is it true you're considering creating this knocked out guy and retrieving his
brain?
It'll just be a body. With no thoughts and feelings, don't worry.
The very idea sends shivers down my spine. I don't know why, but dehumanizing him feels like dehumanizing ourselves. It's just sad.
we talk?
Nothing more to do here. Should I move there? All done. Should I take care of this now?
You treat people like goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a tool, so you better show some respect.
What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit.
Yeah, you'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay?
Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon.
Oh, what do you mean?
My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, no, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level.
Really? How?
You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions.
Oh, shit?
Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day.
Yeah, man, you're right. Oh, we can't let the method of particle. We can't let it disappear.
So let's do something about it.
Yeah, right. But what can we do about it?
I want to recreate my research, here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity.
And you need me to
grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
Come on, buddy. Brooding never helped anyone.
For a brief second, I believed it was all going to be fine.
should make a bucket list. Share our boldest dreams. That would cheer us all up.
My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Hey, you wanted to talk about something?
Yeah. Remember when I asked if you missed Lena?
Yeah?
Well, I've been talking to the others, and it seems she's not that present in our other life paths. So, what exactly is your situation with her?
Well, we're kind of having a small crisis right now.
That's not so bad. Crises come and go. They only make a relationship stronger.
Apparently not this one. You kept her. How did you do it?
Well, we had our ups and downs too, and it wasn't always easy. But it's all about setting your priorities. You want a relationship that lasts, put some effort in it. Show you're willing to make sacrifices, and most importantly, never, ever stop paying attention.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
That's a start.
Yeah. And she called me, so it must mean she cares too, right?
What? You're in touch with her here?
That's an overstatement. I talked to her twice, and it just got worse.
So, she knows about us? The whole altar situation?
No, of course not.
You lied to her? The only person who ever really understood you?
You don't get it. She's not that person anymore. We're not that close.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me if you know her so well.
Why should I help you? This whole situation is dreadful enough for me. I think I need to set my mind on something else. I'll see you around.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next? Can we talk?
Nice. I don't know that movie. Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff. Looks like a good spot to use the gravity sensor.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant? It won't be a human being. Think of it as a biological vessel. Oh, what? Can you even hear yourself? So, what are we then? Psychological vessels? The whole idea is just shameful. I have no other word for it. Look, I know you're reluctant about talking to Lena. But isn't that what you have me for? What do you mean? Maybe I should talk to her.
Yeah, nice try, but that's out of the question.
Okay, I just wanted to help. Still, why don't I at least help you talk to her?
You could?
I could try, but I'd need more information about the moment we branched away, you and me. We need to have a clear picture of where my life took a different path and why.
How's that gonna make Lena less angry at me?
I don't know yet, but we need to start somewhere. Once you put your finger on the problem, get back to me. We'll figure it out. Promise.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Oh, look at that photo. I'm surprised you took it.
They told us to take things that bring back happy memories. I guess I hoped this memory would cheer me up in hard times.
I remember the day this picture was taken. I already had a massive crush on Lena. Thanks, man. That's a lovely gift.
Let's talk about Lena again. Always. Did you think it through? Yes. I have a theory I'd like to share.
Hit me.
She hated me for working too much.
Really? And why did you work so much?
To earn money.
And you think she hated you for that? Something tells me you should scratch the surface a little more.
Hey man, I can see something's bugging you. Honestly, a lot is going on in here and I feel a little panicky. I hear ya. How do you normally cope when problems overwhelm you? Well, normally I tell myself to look for silver linings. Things usually aren't as bad as we think. And if they're even worse, aren't you afraid you'll be unprepared? No one is ever fully prepared. If you keep thinking about everything that could go wrong, you're likely to miss out on the good moments. So, did you get any interesting readings from the gravity sensor?
Yes, fascinating stuff. The gravity field distortion forms a remarkable pattern. It's not like any of the other distortions we've encountered.
So, how do we proceed?
Well, it looks like we have no other way but to destroy this extraordinary phenomenon. Are you serious? How am I supposed to use the illuminator on that? No, the illuminator won't help us here. We'll need to create a counterforce that will neutralize the gravity field. It will have to be very powerful and extremely precise. I'll need some time to make the calculations. One mistake, and this whole thing can go dangerously wrong.
Okay, just please hurry up. We're running out of time.
I'm ready. Just give me a sign, and I'll jump on designing the details.
What happened in the lab?
Our friend got angry that you didn't indulge him. He tried to force me to explain the research to him, and things quickly got out of hand.
What if he was right? Where's the harm in a little transparency?
Second-guessing your every decision will only take you so far. Every choice has its consequences. Believe me when I say they could have been worse.
Hey there. Time to wake up. Don't be freaked out, okay? Everything's fine. Yeah, of course. Right. So, where do you think you are? Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And not. Exactly.
couldn't have put it better myself. You're on the mission you were supposed to depart on, but circumstances have changed, and you're someone slightly different than you think you are.
Huh. You look like me, and you seem to know me well. I feel like I'm looking into a distorted mirror. Is this some kind of metaphysical experience?
On the contrary, it's all very physical.
Really?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but first I need to go through some routine questions with you. You know who you are?
Sound question. A lifetime isn't enough to find the answer.
Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role on this mission will be enough.
Okay. In that case, my name is Jana Dolski. I volunteered to join the crew as a physician. I passed all the tests. They told me my resume was adequate. So, what went wrong?
Wrong? No, relax, man, everything's fine. The only reason you're here, looking at a distorted image of yourself, is that, well, I'm Jana Dolski too, and I just created you as an alternative version of me with a different life, different skills.
What? How's that supposed to be fine? Wait, does that mean
Yeah, you're my alter.
But my life, I wanted to make amends.
And you can still do that, believe me, plenty of good deeds to be done here.
You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so impeccable. And my tattoo, it's gone. What happened to me? Who am I?
Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first to be going through this. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take your time. Try to settle in gradually. Read the mission logs.
Mission logs? I'm not dead, right? This isn't it.
No, man. Your life has just begun.
Huh. The absurd man says yes, and his efforts will henceforth be unceasing. Come again? Oh, just, a quote that came to me from, never mind.
Just get some rest.
Yes, Lucas?
Hi, Jan. Maxwell told me he's giving you a way to help your alters. I thought I'd give you a friendly call and see how it's going. So, how's it going?
I know what to do to cure them. That's the most important thing. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, I hope you won't find me annoying, but I wanted to remind you about rubidium. I mean, I'm assuming you're planning to collect it at a more convenient time, but in case you forgot, it really is important, you know.
I know, Lucas. I'll do my best.
Cool. So, until next time.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Are you settling in? You joined us at a difficult moment.
Believe me, before I got here, I've seen some of the most unfriendly places to live on our home planet. Not much can put me off. Want to know what really impresses me? The variety of walks of life in this base, all belonging to one man. It's amazing how different we are.
Yeah. Guess I got used to it by now.
I don't think I ever will. I noticed something else, too. The others. They have a lot of common memories, many things that they can relate to, but me? I seem to be different. More different, I mean. I think it must be because I branched away at some much earlier point in time.
I know the exact moment. A fight on the street on our way home from school. Some thugs robbing a teenager.
So, that was it.
Yeah. You went after them. I didn't.
Wow. I acted on an impulse. You really think that such a small thing could have changed my life so completely?
It was an act of courage. That's not a small thing.
Courage? Huh. I don't think so. More like thoughtlessness. I never thought about what I'd do if I caught up with them. Fight them. Luckily for me, I never did. But I guess without it, I'd have never seen an alternative to living with Mom and Dad. I'd never meet Edgar. Edgar, a retired doctor, my mentor. He worked down the streets of the slum district I ventured to, distributing food and medicine to the needy. Took me under his roof and taught me that however much you do for others, there's always room for you to become a better person. You just have to see it.
Sounds like a wise man. No wonder you preferred hanging around with him than with Pops.
It's not that simple, but
Yeah. He gave me a sense of direction. Living for others. Freeing yourself from material needs and desires. Free from desires? Does that mean you're some sort of monk? No, Jan. Far from it. In fact, I was just going to approach you about something very human. Go on. Well, you see, I look around and I see amazing people. Us, a unique group of extraordinary individuals. But what are we mostly preoccupied with? Efficiency. Scurrying and hurrying to get things done. Prosaic tasks. Repetitive activities. Even if we entertain ourselves, it's for a purpose. We never pause because we're so afraid to die. But eventually, we will die anyway, right? You're right. No escaping it in the end. The only thing certain is the present moment, Jan. And I know one thing. We're not cherishing it enough. How can we cherish it? We can stop for a second and enjoy something special together. Let me prepare a feast for our group to feed not just the body, but the soul. Make everyone feel that even if their material life has to end, their existence will be timeless. A feast to celebrate our mortality on, let go of our fear. What do you say? Okay. And what would you need to prepare such a feast? Don't worry, not much. I'm used to running a mass kitchen with only the basic ingredients. But I like to experiment with some recipes first. So I guess I'd like to ask you for some time and a decent amount of fresh greenhouse produce. All right, let me see what I can do. Thank you. Let me know when I can start experimenting. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh, my old watch. The award we got for civil bravery. It was nice that someone appreciated our sacrifice. Civil bravery? Wait, that boy at the contest. Yeah. That's when I realized how good it feels to help somebody. Thank you. Okay, I'd like you to start testing your recipes. Thank you, Jan. You won't regret it. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it. They're saying it's a controversial idea. But this is not the time and place for being subtle, right?
How was your time alone? Any thoughts?
Yeah, it was a complete waste of time. All I could think of was the work I could be doing instead. Why the hell did you send me there? There's nothing wrong with me. On the contrary, I've never been better. Why don't you just let me do my thing?
Because I'm worried for you. You want me to treat you like a mining machine. I thought a rest would clear your mind, get you out of that mindset.
I'm not a kid. I would have literally died of boredom in there if it weren't for that goddamn audiobook.
What audiobook?
Oh, some ancient babble about a whaling expedition. What the hell do I care? It was that, cheesy romances, or a fantasy saga. Man, I hate fantasy. So, I chose the whaling one. At least the men were men there. And their captain, Ahab, well, he was missing a leg, so... yeah, I gotta admit I got pretty hooked.
Do you identify with him?
Man, all I said was that it got slightly more interesting. If you want to open up a book club, go ahead. I'll pass and go back to my work if you don't mind.
So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I heard. And I want you to know I don't like it. It would be like being fed my own brother's brain.
Healthy brain tissue, to be precise.
Oh yeah, that makes a hell of a difference.
Did you manage to listen to that book some more?
Huh. So you remembered. That Captain Ahab, he's hunting a whale that bit off his leg. He's got a prosthetic leg, mind you, not too advanced, but still, his crew respects him. All the other guys just want to catch a whale, any whale, and bring the money home. But Ahab, he's only interested in the whale, taking his goddamn ship all around the world to hunt down the son of a bitch. Sounds like you admire him. You and your fucking theories. I'm simply curious if he's gonna catch that whale. Nothing more.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
What's on your mind?
I just wanted to give you a friendly push.
What about?
The health issue? We're running out of time. I strongly suggest you get to work on finding a cure for us.
I know. I'm working on it.
Then double your efforts. The others are becoming restless, and I can't say I blame them.
Restless? You mean?
Just take care of it before someone blows a fuse.